production of our music video and ancillary tasks, we use a wide range of technologies. From cameras to software such as Final Cut and Photoshop, these components were essential in our construction as well as our final evaluation questions. Ultimately, without cameras, we would not have been able to shoot our music video, obviously. We had the luxury of having numerous cameras at our disposal. Two of these were used to film the video, as well as take photos for our promotional package. These were the Nikon D3100, which we borrowed from our media department, and the Canon 55-0D, belonged to Dom, and the Canon 45-0D, which was Matt's. The fact that we had so many cameras was a massive bonus, as this allowed us to use a camera and shoot things from a variety of angles. The Canon 55-0D and the Nikon D3100 filmed at the minimum 1080p at 30 frames per second, but the Canon shot at 720p at 60 frames per second, which meant it shot in a better quality, which was important in making our video look professional. Also, as it could shoot more accurately, scenes such as the BMX part were easily captured despite the speed of the bikes. Also, the high quality zooms allowed us to perform the focus pulls effectively, and these were a nice touch to our video. A perfect example of this was at the start of the music video with the shot of the plant, which is portrayed in an artistic way. As these cameras were also lightweight, they could be either held by hand, put onto a Steadicam, or fastened onto the tripod. They were therefore very versatile. The GoPro camera also enabled us to do the window shot in the introduction, and this was very professional contribution. As mentioned, we had many cameras. Not only this, but we had a very nice variety of lenses also. The Canons operated off a number of lenses compared to the standard 18-55mm lens on the Nikon. For example, the 50mm prime lens, which had a small focus, worked best with the close-ups, especially during the performance part of the video, where the lead singer and band could not be focused on and shot in a number of ways. The fisheye lens came into play when shooting the BMX scenes, where we could almost be dramatic with the tricks due to a wider lens. As mentioned, we used the Steadicam, which was purchased at the start of filming. When we were shooting the wood scenes, we noted that it was too jumpy due to uneven ground, so this allowed us to conquer these awkward situations. The difference between the shots with and without the Steadicam is massive. When we saw this, when we experimented at the early stage of our shooting, it was evident that we needed a Steadicam. We had the advantage of having two people in our group that own Apple MacBook Pros. Although we had access to Macs in our media classrooms, these laptops had extra software on, such as After Effects, which gave us more of an edge to the other groups. There is also a more recent edition of Final Cut Pro on these, and all of our editing was done on these laptops, which were much quicker in terms of rendering and creating the final product. Website Blogger was used to upload all of our planning, research and other work onto, and was basically used as a portfolio for our project. The labels helped us be organised in knowing where our work was kept and displayed as well. We could also upload images and videos onto our posts, which made our work exhaustive, and we could evidence our work better. By using technology such as Glogster and Prezi on our blogs, our work was more interesting to view, and Blogger accommodated these technologies, which showed its advantage over Microsoft PowerPoint, for example. In short, Blogger allowed the presentation of our work much more diversity. Going back to the Macs again, the wide range of software available at our fingertips enabled our videos to look as professional as possible. Specifically, for the editing of our music video, we used Final Cut Pro X, which was used on Matt and Dom's laptops. I personally found this very easy to use, and when we imported our material, it was very easy to organise everything and group it together, so we knew what we had in the library. I had never actually used Final Cut before this year, but I found it very simple, surprisingly. Tasks such as cutting clips and readjusting parts to time with the music were very easy after getting used to it. We originally just dragged the MP3 track into Final Cut and then went from there. When it came to the evaluation questions also, such as this one, I personally made several videos evaluating our project, which consisted of me taking clips and images from the course of the year and putting them together with voice clips and answering questions, which allowed me to make a more interesting answer as opposed to just an essay. The interactivity was a massive advantage. Adobe After Effects was also used to crop our Final Cut to make it look more professional. We also colour graded the video when we were happy, just to finish it up and keep to the conventions of the music videos. We also used this software to create our MTV style intro, where we had the track, the MTV logo, to create the animation. This was something we couldn't do on Final Cut. The song title Strapline in the corner was also produced on After Effects. In short, After Effects made a good looking video into a professional looking one by adding little details. The next piece of software used was Photoshop. I was already accustomed to this as we used it last year in AS Media. The ancillary tasks were done rather quickly as we were already experienced with the software. Photoshop let us edit still images as opposed to moving ones, as seen with Final Cut and Adobe After Effects. Photoshop gave the option of experimenting with text and layouts in the digipack and magazine advert. The initial image was enhanced in the colours by using the colour contrast and brightness tools. We also used the line tool to give the reflected look on the glass, which showed us manipulating the image and putting an artistic twist in it. For the magazine advert itself, we simply extended our front cover of the digipack and changed the layout to fit our researched advert structure, which was due to the software and made it very simple. When looking at evaluation questions and also in our research, I put images into Photoshop to show comparison of our final product against existing products.